What's going on, guys? We are back once again. We're going to be doing another movie review today. So today we are going to be reviewing the movie Ghosted. This is brand new on Apple TV. You guys can watch it online as well. Starring Chris Evans, which is really interesting, as well as, I'm not sure how you say her name, Anna de Armas. This is honestly the very first movie I've seen her in. I know she's really coming up in the movie world. There's been some other ones. There's one called Blonde that's been on Netflix about Marilyn Monroe. Knives Out, Blade Runner 2049, Knock Knock Deepwater that she was in with Ben Affleck. I will say first off, she is very talented as well as also very beautiful. I was kind of shocked that by her ethnicity that she is Spanish and Cuban because she doesn't look like she is, because in the movie she meets Chris Evans, and Chris Evans plays as a farmer slash I would say almost like a freelancer, and they don't hit it off, because Cole, the one that Chris Evans plays, is just, he's very inclusive. He wants to stay in one place and he wants to travel and do all this, but he's kind of scared too. And Sadie, she's just this, whatever kind of girl, and they don't hit it off, and then they do, and then they spend the whole day together. He pretty much, as soon as he's, around her for so long, he's pretty much fallen in love with her because she says she's an architect and she does this and that. And then he doesn't hear from like about 2-3 days, and he accidentally left his inhaler in her purse, so he finds it tracking her to surprise her. And it does sound weird, or as he says in the movie, a romantic gesture. He gets kidnapped by these guys and then later find out she is a CIA agent, and she's kind of gone rogue in a way, trying to figure out how to stop this boss that Adrian Brody plays as Levique. And then Cole sort of like becomes the damsel in distress in a way, because Sadie has to protect him the entire time, as well as also informing him that he was kind of pushing slash also she was going to call him back but wasn't sure, and they kind of go back and forth. And I will say this is a very funny movie, man. It's very comical. It's very laid back. It's one of those buddy cop movies in a way, but at the same time it's like the hot girl that's a CIA agent and the bumbling idiot dude that she falls for and the guy falls for her. So it's just those kind of movies, and it really does kick, especially the way Chris Evans does in this, and also the guest appearances and the cameos in here, because we have like 3 cameos, which is absolutely hilarious. We got one by Anthony Mackie, aka the Falcon. We got one by Sebastian Stan, aka Bucky the Winter Soldier, and we got one by Ryan Reynolds, aka Deadpool. So a lot of ones from Marvel in this movie. And it was funny because you have Anthony Mackie and Sebastian Stan that are actually bounty hunters, and you see this little like funny thing where they try to kill each other to go after Chris Evans, because Chris Evans gets labeled as the tax man, who is actually Sadie, but they think that he's the tax man trying to find this code. And then they just go through this journey of trying to find themselves and also learn more about each other, and also that they do get along, they are well together. It's just they got to find it. And it's really funny, especially with some of the music that they have in here. So they have some really good music in here. I think when they were doing a car chase scene, they were doing My Sharona, which was absolutely funny. And then they did the Uptown Funk You Up during a shootout scene. So there was a lot of interesting scenes in this movie that I think they did very well on. I think Chris Evans really nailed it, being like the funny, not so serious, Captain America that he normally is. Which is cool, because from everything I've heard, Chris Evans does very well at different comedy roles, which he's been in. And I think he did a good job with this role. I think that is one of those roles, like, don't take very seriously and just have fun with it. And that's what I think he did. And the one that played Sadie, I think she did a very good job too. Being a very badass character. Someone actually kind of used like another alternate verse of Black Widow and Captain America, which they're not wrong. I mean, it's kind of interesting because, again, she was like Black Widow in this film. It's pretty much what she was. She was a secret agent, and pretty much fell in love with a civilian that at some point she couldn't even stand. Because what's funny is Ryan Reynolds even played as her ex, and he like missed an eye, and he's missing testicles, and he's missing like another type of limb or whatever. And then you have another character who missed a hand because he got involved with her, and she always put the mission before anything else or even herself. And then when she finally meets Cole, she actually turns things around because she actually wants to protect him. She actually cares about him. She even falls for him. Same thing with Cole. He actually learns more about Sadie. He wants to be with her, and he actually enjoys her company. And there's, like I said, there's a lot of different things in this film that you can really take away from. It's really funny. There's very comedic throughout the entirety of the film. There's nothing really bad, I would say, in this film that I could really go on. I mean, some of it, no, I mean, nothing was really cringe even. It was more just very funny, kind of laid back comedy. If I could really go into this, I would say mix this with like, mm, I would say mix this with like a Captain America mixed with Black Widow, mixed with Miss Congeniality. That's the best way I know how to compare this movie, guys. I don't know if that makes sense. I like all three movies to a certain degree. But I did. I enjoyed this movie. I would definitely watch this movie again. I would. I really enjoyed it. I laughed. I had a lot of fun watching it. I thought it was cool, and I thought some of the action scenes was pretty good as well. They didn't try to make the woman bigger than the man or the man bigger than the woman. So they didn't do that, in my opinion. But I think they did very well with what they were given with the script. So let me know what you guys think about Ghosted down in the comments down below. If you guys are new to the channel, so about subscribing. Let me know if you guys checked this movie out. If you did, let me know if you didn't. Either way, let me know your thoughts are about it down in the comments. Leave a big feel like on the video if you guys enjoyed. And as always, I'll be seeing you guys on the very next one.